Good day, everybody. Today I am going to be working on a invoice, and this time I'm going to be creating the invoice from scratch. I saw a dislike on the previous video where I did an invoice and I edited an invoice template. I remember mentioning that it's easier and you would get the invoice done in a small amount of time. But I guess somebody disliked because they disagreed. Well, I'm going to leave you to be the judge when I'm finished doing this from scratch and compare it with the one that I edited the template, and you tell me in the comment section what you think. So this is a question from a past paper where it asks you to produce the required document following all instructions. The second question says that you're to use the following margins: 1.5 inch or 3.81 centimeter left, 1 inch or 2.54 centimeter right, left, right, top and bottom. To do that, you're going to click on the Layout tab and then click on Margins and then Custom Margins. The left should be 1.5 inch, so we're going to adjust that to say 1.5 inch. Top, right and bottom at 1, and then select OK. Alright, so we're now going to produce the document. So we have something looking like a letterhead at the top, so we're going to be inserting a header, and we're going to put the information that we see for the letterhead in the header. So we need to insert a picture with a knife, fork and a spoon, looking like it is wrapped in a bowl. So we're going to insert a picture, and to insert a picture we click on Insert, and then under the illustration group we will select Pictures and then Online Pictures, and we're going to look for something that is pretty much similar to what is on the question paper. Alright, so we're not going to spend a lot of time trying to find the perfect picture. Instead, we're going to find a picture that is closest to what we have. We have something similar here with a bow. Let us use this one and we can edit it. I'm going to reduce the size of it. Remember, when you're doing a letterhead, the size of it is usually small, it's not big. We can also crop off a little bit of the ribbon, and if you don't know how to crop, you can watch my videos showing you how to do that. All right, and in the center of the header we're going to type Proforma Invoice, and that should be in size 16 Times New Roman. It is bold and italics, and we're going to type Proforma Invoice. All right, I'm going to double tap outside of it, and then we're going to type the document. All right, so we have Fine Dine Restaurant and Catering Services, and beside that we have Date. We're going to use Tab to get that white space between the two sections. We're going to set up our page so that it is in Times New Roman, size 12. And also change the line spacing, the spacing to be 00 before and after, and then select OK. All right, so I'm going to type now Fine Dine rest. The typing might look a little bit small because I minimized the screen itself, and that's why it is looking so small, but it is actually size 12. Catering services, tab, and then date. Insert today's date. I'm going to show you a video where you can insert the date without having to type it one of these days. Yes. Then Kent Crescent. I press enter just now to type Kent Crescent because it is in a new line. Then we have Cornwall Estate. Tab, and then invoice number 28384. P.O. Box K2077. Tab. Customer ID SE2019001. Enter. Nassau, the Bahamas. Tab. Nothing more. Then telephone. Press enter just now to go in a new line to tap the telephone. 242. That should be in bracket. 322-999-9. And below that we should have email. If you notice, there's an indication that an email should be added. Manuscript. We're looking at manuscript here. finedine@gmail.com. Then we have a space, so we're going to press the enter key twice, and then we're going to have bill to, which should be in bold shade. If you notice, they indicated that it should be in bold. So we're going to turn on our bold and type bill to. Press enter, take off the bold, turn off the bold, and type Sandra Elliston. Enter. 100 Claiborne Road. This will be fine, a little fine, because I have to reduce the size so that I could see both screens at the same time. So it is best to view something like this on a laptop or a desktop where you can see it much bigger. Below that you have P.O. Box E358789, and below that you should have Nassau, the Bahamas. All right. Next to that, you should have a text box with event summary. And if you notice above where you see event summary, it says that it should be bold and center shade, as well as party is striked out and replaced with celebration. And it is to be centered. The information is right there. So we're going to select insert tab and then text and look for text box. And then we're going to look for the text box that looks pretty much similar to that and that which we can edit. Banded coat looks like it, so I'm going to select it. I'm going to use a four-way arrow to move this text box over to the right side. If you notice, it is to the right side of our question paper, right? All right, so where we have event summary, we're going to edit that little box that is within the text box. You're going to double tap in it to ensure that the cursor is blinking inside of it, and type event summary. And the font changed, so we're going to change it back to Times New Roman. All right, and below that we should have 50th birthday celebration for 100 guests. And remember, they said that it should be centered, and if you notice, it is in all caps, so we're going to change case. Only B and C should be in all caps, so we're going to manually change those. All right, also guests supposed to be below 50th birthday celebration, so we're going to resize the box so that it is smaller than what it should be, and to have guests below. Right, now we can block it and center it. All right, the writing should also be black, so we're going to change the font color to black, and also the font to Times New Roman. The 50th, the TH is in all caps and it should be in lowercase, so we're going to change case for that as well. All right, again, we're going to edit the text box so that it has the borderline around the text box with 50th celebration. So we're going to right click on the borderline of that little box there and select Format Object. Then we are going to click on Line and select Solid Line and change the color to black. If you notice, the line that is used is black. Also, we're going to resize the text box within that text box that has event summary and make it smaller, because we want it to look just like the one that is on our paper. And we pull it down a little bit more so that it looks just like it. The next task is to right click on that borderline, the borderline of that same text box, and then select Format Object, and we're going to change the fill color from blue to gray. If you notice on our paper, it is gray. Then we're going to change the font color to black. So we're going to change the font color to black. All right, so it looks pretty much like what it should look like now. All right, so below that, we are going to insert another text box to have quantity, description, unit price, and total in it. All right, so below Nassau St. Thomas, we are going to insert another text box, and a single one with just one row. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to insert a table instead, just a single row table. So we're going to go to Insert, Tab, and then Table, and then Insert. And we're inserting a table with just one row but 4 columns, and then select OK. Then we're going to type QTY in the first cell, then description in the second cell, and in the third cell I'm going to type unit price, and then in the fourth cell I'm going to type total. It also indicates beside it that it should be in bold shade, so we're going to block that row and change it, make it bold. It also indicated that you should have it in the center, it should be centered. So we're going to block the headings and ensure that they are centered. You can pull the box out some more if you want, the text box, you can pull it out some more if you want. All right. I'm going to drag it down a little bit more, or just press enter to push it down some more to give it a little more space. If you notice on the question paper it has more space. All right, and below that box we're going to type $ under unit price and the $ under total. We just need to make some adjustment there, push it over some more, and you can use tab or the space bar if you want. I think it needs some more space between the two. All right, then I'm going to press enter after that last $ and push it back to the margin and insert another table. All right, so this table has a couple rows. I'm going to count the paper that I have in front of me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So we're going to insert a table with 6 rows and 4 columns. All right, and I'm going to pull it out, extend it to match the table above with the single row which has the headings. All right, so in the first row for this new table we should have 100, and under description we should have cocktail party items as per menu, close bracket, tab, and then we're going to type 6.00. Below 100 we should have another 100, and then dinner party in the description cell, and then items as per menu in bracket, then tab, and then I'm going to type 14.00 tab 1 under quantity, then rental of property, and then we should have $5 right there, and below 1 under quantity we should have 25 rental of tables, and then we should have $3 right under the unit price, And if you notice, the figures are right aligned, so we're going to right align it shortly when we're finished typing them. On the 25, we should have 100, and on the description, we should have rental of shares. If you're typing this with me, you can always pause the video from time to time, type and get back to it. If I'm going too fast, that is. One under quantity again, and then on the rental of chairs, we should have head table, and we should have $3 right there. All right, so we're going to block the column with the money, and we're going to right align it. Also, we're going to extend the column with description so that it is single line in a single line. With that said, we have to make some adjustment to the other columns that are beside it, and also where the table above it is concerned, we have to make some adjustment there as well, just to have it match up with the table that is right below it. All right, the dollar sign needs to be adjusted as well. So you can adjust your dollar sign and ensure that it is looking like how it should look. All right, what else do we need to fix? It says invoice continues on next page, but we're not going to be typing everything in this video. We're just going to type what we see, but you know what to do if you should continue. You know you would have to insert the amount of rows and columns that you need and utilize them accordingly. All right, and then you will have to do the calculations here in Microsoft Word as well. But I did a video showing you how you can do calculations in Microsoft Word, so you can do it yourself when you watch that video if you don't know how to do it. By the way, event summary was to be bold. I wouldn't bold it, so we're going to do that now. All right. Did we leave out anything? I think that's it. Oh, the table here with the headings, it should not have the border lines. So we're going to right click on it, block it first, right click on it and select table properties. Then we're going to go to borders and shading, and where you see shading, you're going to choose gray fill color and then OK. We also need to remove the lines. If you notice, the lines are not showing, so we're going to go back to borders and shading and select the borders tab. This time we were in the shading tab earlier. Now we're going to be under the borders tab, and where it says none, you're going to click on that box and then select OK and then OK again. When you click outside, it looks pretty much like what you see on your question paper. So we're scanning through to see if anything was left out, and to me, I don't see where I left out anything. I have everything how it should be. So guys, this is how you go about creating an invoice from scratch. Tell me, do you agree that creating it from scratch is allows you to do it in a shorter space of time, or is it better to edit a template like I did in the previous video I did on an invoice? Remember now, comment in the comment section and tell me if you agree or not. So guys, I'm going to remind you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and please remember to watch the ads. Thank you guys. Bye.